Okay, how can you tell the difference between an artificially toned Morgan dollar and a naturally toned Morgan dollar? I'm going to try to do this in this video. It is not an easy thing, and some of these coins are 50-50. So stay tuned if you want to see me try. Okay, here's my website, portsmouthcoinshop.com. A lot of these coins are going to be up here if I can get them up. Watching this video, if they're not up, they're sold. And you can come over here and check out some of these tone coins that I have at portsmouthcoinshop.com. Also, if you need help with a coin, come over here to Coin Help You. You can post your image and ask your question, and we'll help you out with your coins. Okay, I'm going to try this. Now, first, there's two resources that if you're really serious about learning how coins tone and how tone coins look and how to identify naturally toned coins, then you need to come over here to these two web pages. The first one's from Cash. It's jhonecash.com. That's where you want to go. Coin/Tone Morgans. It's right here. I'll try to put the link down in the description. And this site will, you have some for sale, but he'll show you different looks, what they look like. And then down at the bottom, you scroll all the way down, you can see the basic chemistry behind these tone coins, because the coins tone due to chemical reactions, oxidation. So that's very important to note, and also goes over the light spectrum, how they're supposed to look, because you're looking at light reflections. Some of these are translucent. Most of them are translucent. You've got neon toning, you've got sunburst, but this article here is invaluable. Then you have another one that's called All About Toned. It's called monstertonemorgans.com. It's all about tone Morgans. It's another article that I highly recommend. And it's very similar to the Cash article. It will help you look at the different light spectrums, like I said before, and the details of how they're toning, how they're supposed to look. Okay. I mean, toning in a coin, sometimes it's 50-50. And we're going to look at some coins that I have in my possession. We're going to look at them through plastic, because when you're online and you're looking at coins that you want to purchase, you're going to be looking through plastic. If you go to a coin show, more than likely they're going to be in a holder. So we're going to look at them that way. I think it's a little more realistic to look. So we're going to look at these coins up close. We're going to talk about them a little bit. But like I said, I am not the expert on tone coins that these guys are that wrote those articles. I don't know every little thing about this, and I could be wrong with some of these. There are some that I'm 50-50 on. There's some of them that I'm 100% artificial toned, and then I have some that are 100% natural tone, and they're already graded. And that's one of the reasons why I sent them off, so that I can learn too. We're all learning every day. When you think you know it all, you might as well tie it up, wrap it up, and forget it, because you're never going to learn again if you think you know it all. First off, I want to show these coins that are already graded. They're considered naturally toned. Okay. Now this side of the coin has a little bit of toning on it, as you can see. And like I said, it has a look to it. It looks natural. I know it's kind of hard to see in this video, but honestly, folks, whenever you're out and about and you're looking at it, you're going to be looking through plastic. I mean, it's just the way it is. You're not going to get a chance to dig down into the coin. I mean, the thing of it is, you're looking at light reflections, and you're looking at certain things that should be present on a coin, like uniformity. The toning is a certain direction sometimes based off of what toned it, what environment it was stored in. Here's another one that's naturally toned. NIS 864 by PCGS. And then I showed you these two, and we'll look at them again. These are also naturally toned. This is more what I call album toning of sorts, but it's natural. It happened naturally. And these coins are up for auction right now. And this is a NIS 864. Yeah, and I noticed that my last submission, these were off center. I don't know why they did that for. It looks horrible. Okay, so now let's look at some coins that I have. And this one here is a 99. It looks like it might have had tape on it one time, but it's not naturally toned. And you can see the difference. You just seen some naturally toned coins. This one's worn. When coins are worn and then they tone up, typically the toning, you just really can't call it natural. You know, don't bank on it being worth a bunch of money. This is a 99 plain. You have this one here. Like I said, then again, it's worn again. Sometimes you can put chemicals on it. You can actually gas coins and cause them to look like this. And here's the reverse. When you see coins like this, just consider them artificially toned. That's the best thing to do, and don't pay extra for them unless you think that it's pleasing. You see, this coin here is a 92, and it has it's an S Mint mark. And for whatever reason, even though I know this coin is artificially toned, I like this coin. I mean, I think it's nice. It has decent eye appeal. The reverse, not so much, but the obverse, I mean, those collars really pop for me. So if it was something I was into, then I would pay for this coin. I'd pay a little more for it probably because I like it. Doesn't have to be naturally toned to like them, but, you know, it is considered damage. Here's another one. This one here is kind of a 50-50. But the problem is when you look over here on the side, it's been messed with. So sometimes you can kind of clean coins and expose them to certain elements, where you put them in a windowsill or whatever, and you're exposing some of that copper. Sometimes that can cause some oxidation. So this one would be artificially toned as well. You can tell someone's played with it. You can see the clean lines. Definitely cleaned. Definitely would be on the artificial side. Then I have this one here, and to me, it looks artificially toned. It has some pleasing collars, but it just doesn't look right. It doesn't have that look that I like to see when I'm looking at it. And then you look at the back, and it even looks worse. It just looks like someone rubbed some type of chemical on it or gassed it or something. You know, oxygen reacts with the copper in the silver, and these are 90% silver. And the remainder balances, you know, either impurities or copper, you know. Here's another one. And this one's an 84S, and it's obviously artificially toned. Album toned, possibly. You could call it that if you like. Sometimes cardboard chemicals will tone coins a certain way. Your little envelopes will tone the older envelopes. This one here I would consider artificially toned as well. Some people might submit them to PCGS, NGC, and you think you might get lucky. I don't think you will, but it's like I said, sometimes they're 50-50. And here's another one. It just screams artificial to me, even though it has some pleasing collars. Your eyes are attracted to vibrant collars, and these definitely have the vibrant collars, but it doesn't have the collars that I would like to see for a naturally toned. Then we have this one here, and this one is pretty close. This one could be one of the 50-50s. This one might get natural toning, but to me, I'm calling it artificial. It's just, it has an off look to me. It looks like a coin that might have been circulated a little bit, and it's so easy to play with coins. Like I said, people will do different things to them, trying to, you know, heat, chemicals, oxygen, nitrogen, different things to play with them. Sometimes you can use some of the coin dips that can cause problems on coins and cause them to tone if you leave them in there. This one's definitely artificially toned. You know, whereas the one I just showed you has a chance, this one has no shot whatsoever. I mean, you can compare them together. You can see this one, there's no way that's natural. This one, you could argue back and forth, maybe 50-50 on this one, but this one here, no. And this is another one. It's just not natural. Coins don't tone naturally like this one here. You can see the reverse is even worse. And then this one here. I consider this one naturally toned, but it has some marks on it. But then again, if this coin is toned because of someone messing with it, I don't see any clean lines. It's possible sometimes when they tone like that, but the reverse looks very nice. Looks like it's, you know, the proof-like reverse. I'm not really sure. Sometimes whenever a coin tones like this, someone's played with it, you know, or it's been an in-roll or something like that. Sometimes that's a possibility. Then we have this one here, and this one's artificially toned. There's just no question about it. It is not evenly toned like you want to see Morgan dollars. So if you really want to learn about, you know, toning, if you want to learn the chemistry behind toning, you want to know what it looks like and how light reflects it and the translucency of it, then you want to go over to those articles and read them all the way through. I highly recommend it. I can show you all the Morgans I want that I have that artificially toned and, you know, and actual natural toning, and some of them that are 50-50, and we go back and forth on it. And still, yeah, you didn't really grasp it. And me, some of these, I mean, to me, all these just look like they're not natural to me. A couple of them are 50-50, like I said. But comparing and contrasting, and, you know, that's the best way of learning, because an artificially toned coin is going to meet the eyes, the light is, in a different way than a naturally toned coin. Naturally toned coins, they tone in a certain process. It doesn't have to be age related here. Coins can be in an environment, the same environment that caused them to tone naturally. Let's say back in the day, whenever they were in the vaults or in the basements of the mints, they were in bags that were treated with saltpeter. Also boxes, dynamite boxes, where you might have had some dynamite, which, you know, you would have gunpowder, which has saltpeter, which could react with it. So you've got the sulfur, you have bags that were treated that way to keep them from rotting, and then you had the dankness. All that together can cause Morgans to tone. Well, if you put Morgans in similar environments that of today, it doesn't take that long for them to tone. And there's a lot of things that go on with this. Not all Morgans are going to tone the same. Not all of them are going to tone vibrantly and beautiful. That's why when you see a vibrant or a neon tone Morgan, that's why it goes for more. When you see the big sunbursts and all, you can see those. Man, there's going to be, you look at those articles and your eyes are just going to pop, because there are some nice coins on those pages. Some of the best tone coins ever. And sometimes they'll tone like that. It just depends on how the alloy's mixed. It depends on the actual amount of, you know, the environment that they were in. It has to be just right. So I hope this helped you a little bit. Showed you some coins maybe that you might pass on because they're going for crazy money and they're artificially toned. Hopefully, you know, you'll see that. I did the best I could with this because, like I said, it's a very complicated subject, and I'm not always right. The grading service is not always right. You see a lot of argument and debate going on in this area. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and hit that sub button, and have a great day.